Hey everybody, it's Hex here. Today I've got something for you. This is 7 simple farm designs. Just simple little farms that I thought were kind of fun. Well, one of them's not quite so simple. It's a little bit more simple than it looks. It's just big, but it's simple. Anyway, on with the designs. This first design is a product of me being very sort of having a block of what to build, and I just put a bunch of pillars on the ground. So I just took some spruce, stripped wood, logs, and just put some pillars on the ground in random places. And then I put a farm in there, and then I put on top of that farm a little pathway to go through the farm. And the result is quite cool, actually. I really like this farm design. This is one of my favorites of the group. This next one is kind of a modern greenhouse. Went ahead and put some stripped, I really like the stripped logs apparently, the stripped birchwood logs, and the 3 over 1, up 3, over 1, up 3, over 1, up 3, and then 1 on the top, and then down, 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 down. And then on this side I just filled it in with some light blue glass panes, and then on the side here, I just repeated that same pattern to make sort of like a series of ribs, if you will. And then in between, we just have some light blue glass blocks, and then a bunch of buttons all over the place in relatively symmetrical places to kind of give it some extra detail. And then inside is very simple. It's a pathway, it's some water, and of course, farmland. The next one here, I really kind of started and didn't like it at first, and then after I finished it, I really liked it. So what this is it's a bunch of diagonal squares. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on the other diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's just a bunch of diagonal squares. Some of the squares are raised up a block to kind of give it a little bit more texture, and I thought that one could make a very large farm this way. This next one is just a group of farming pods. So it's a sphere. If you don't know how to make a sphere in Minecraft, you can just Google Minecraft sphere, and there will be lots of tutorials and different applets and different things that you can find to make a sphere. And then through the center of the sphere, I went ahead and did some white concrete. And then through the center of the sphere vertically, I also did some white concrete. And then on this one here, I hydrated the field and also created an elevator at the same time. Here's one of my favorites. It's very simple, but it's really effective. This would look good if you had other things built around it. It kind of looks derp here in the middle of this giant flat greenness. This one here, I actually quite like. It's just a couple of circles stacked on top of each other, so it's very similar to the one over there with the white concrete. This garden is one I'm really proud of. I really like this a lot. What it is it's a garden just built into a natural sort of cave structure. You know those cave structures you find sometimes around the world where the cave has gone a little bit too high and it turns into sort of just this little ravine area. Really, really like these places. But anyways, what I did is I took the stone bottom and I turned it into a garden. So I replaced all the stone with just grass, and then I turned that into farmland and pathways. And so I just have a pathway running through the center of it. And let's go to the beginning of this thing. So this is where you enter the garden right here, and you would come down here, and as you can see, I just planted some just different plants in the farmland, and then here and there I have a little bit of water. The water's hidden underneath the wall here. We'll talk about the wall in a second, but basically it's just, you know, a kind of a little random garden as you walk along. Now what I did is I took the ugly sort of stone and dirt wall and made these columns of, this is the best place to see it right here, these columns of stripped oak wood logs just going up like this. And then every other column I put in some leaves. These are just oak wood leaves. And then at the top I put the stripped oak wood log that way, so you can see sort of the spiral effect to get a cool thing. And then at the top I put some spruce wood trapdoors to kind of cover over the dirt. Didn't work out as well as I had hoped because I forgot about the fact that you can't place them at 90 degrees like that to each other. However, I think this creates a really nice effect. And then of course the glowstone here for when it's nighttime, you can go ahead and check out. You can still see your plants and they're still able to grow. And then right here, there was kind of this little area right here that just kind of just seemed like a good place like for mushrooms or something like that to grow. And so I thought this would be a great place to put a little bit of netherwort. So just going to take a look at it with some shaders on. What do you guys think? Okay, here it is with shaders on at night. Not too bad. Little slideshow in my computer. Oh, my poor computer. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. at night. There we go. Here it is at twilight. Very cool. Very cool. Very much like this thing. It's very nice. This has been Hex, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. That really helps out the channel, and it makes it so that the channel is discoverable by others. I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.